This conference
two,
will now be recorded.
okay, two ways. Okay, so the first one is the passive information gathering. Okay, and second one is active information gathering. Okay, so when I say passive information gathering, okay, uh, just gathering the information about the target by looking at publicly available resources. Okay, gathering the information about the you know target by or target from public available resources. Okay, so when you gather someone else information by using the publicly available resource. Okay, so we call this concept as a OSINT concept, open source intelligent, okay, gathering or intelligent technique. So what is mean by OSINT is just gathering the target information by looking into the publicly available resources. And in this process, okay, attacker will not directly communicate with the target. Okay, attacker will not directly communicate with the target. So there will be no direct interaction between the attacker and a target, and target will also not come to know that somebody is gathering our information. Okay, and active information gathering is something which is opposite. Okay, we gather the information about the target by directly communicating them. Okay, by directly communicating them. So this is the okay, we have the direct interaction between the target and attacker. Okay, I mean to say we perform ping, we scan them, we knock them. Okay, so that is the active information gathering. So what is the major objective, okay, of doing the information gathering? Guys, what is the objective of the information gathering? If you're not doing the information gathering, is it not possible to perform the attack? Is it possible or not? Hmm?
Not possible.
Okay, so what is the advantage of doing the information gathering? Hmm?
Uh, we can know the loopholes and we can know the entry point and at what time we can attack and that.
Okay, yeah, correct. Right, identifying the vulnerabilities, and we'll come to know what is the security posture of the target. Okay, and also we'll come to know uh, you know the weakest point like vulnerabilities, and we'll get to know the entire map. Okay, map uh, you know of target, right? And it's very easy for us to plan and move, okay, enter and exit in a proper way, right? So this is the objective of information gathering, and we do information gathering in two different phases. So today let's start with you know passive information gathering. Passive information gathering. So uh, okay, um, so when you do passive information gathering, we will not directly communicate with the target, right? We gather the information from the publicly available resources. So as you know, Google is a very major search engine for all. Okay, whenever you want some information, will be um, we'll be asking the Google. Okay, I mean, apart of the Google, even we have some other search engines as well. But like we as an Indians, we use Google, and Chinese people will use Baidu, and few people will use DuckDuckGo. I mean, everybody has their own crawling techniques. I mean, crawling algorithms which will give the result whenever you search something, right? Which means that what I'm trying to convey is like whenever you host something in the internet, these all the search engines will crawl the data and they'll just keep it into the database. And whenever somebody search into the search engine, it will try to give you that results to them, right? Which means that even if you want to gather some kind of a detail, so first of all, we will just start asking the Google, okay, do you have this information? Do you know this information? Kind of a thing, right? So part of that, we are first, today going to learn about the advanced, you know, hacking, advanced Google hacking. Okay, I mean to say we are not going and hacking Google. Okay, it's just a technique that we'll be using to get or narrow down the results. Okay, or to get the specific results. Okay, when you're uh, searching in the Google. Okay, even we can call it as a Google Docs. Okay, even you can call it as a Google Docs or Google Docking. So what is this Google Docs and Google Docking is? Okay, it um, I can say, okay, let me just okay. So it's a technique basically, okay, which is uh, used to narrow down the results. Okay, okay. So advanced Google hacking techniques will basically help us to narrow down the results according to our requirement. Okay, and with the help of this Google Docs, okay, attackers can able to attackers can able to okay extract, or I can say find sensitive sensitive information like you know unprotected files, passwords, okay, usernames, personal details, okay, personal details like login pages. I mean to say like sensitive pages, etc. Okay, so they write this Google Docs in such a way that it will give you the sensitive details, about the maybe unprotected files, usernames, passwords, okay, intranet portals, login pages, okay, and even server versions, okay, um, kind of a thing, okay, vulnerable servers also we can find it. Okay, for an example, to make you understand in a practical way, I'm going to Google. Okay, so I'm into the Google now. Let's say I wanted to search, like I'm searching for certified hacker. Okay, you can see I'm searching for a keyword called a certified hacker. So when you search for certified hacker, you got the result from the Wikipedia over here, and you got the results from EC Council, and there is a website called certifiedhacker.com, Wikipedia, Simply Learn, and Udemy, you know, YouTube, blah 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 blah. You got the results from various places, right? So out of it, let's say I wanted to see the results only belongs to this specific domain, which is certifiedhacker.com. I don't want to see any results of uh, this like Wikipedia, Simply Learn, and that and this. Okay, I just wanted to restrict the results only belongs to a specific domain. Okay, do you know how to do it in general? Maybe you might be searching for certifiedhacker.com, right? Yeah, of course it will give you the result, but you can see here it will give you the results of 67,400. Will you be able to look at into each and everything? And is it only belongs to certifiedhacker.com? No, it has LinkedIn, it has who is Wikipedia, blah blah blah. But my target and my scope is only certifiedhacker.com, and I wanted to only restrict the results of the certifiedhacker.com. Okay, so what I'll be doing is I'll be using a very simple Google Doc. Okay, we can call it as a filter called site colon. When I give site colon certifiedhacker.com and enter, you can see the results now. It's just 44, and all the results are only belongs to the certifiedhacker.com, right? And inside this, I mean, this is my scope. Okay, inside the scope result, I want to find if there is any login pages here. So I'll just check in URL. Okay, if in case if there is any login keyword, give me in this result. Okay, you can see in certifiedhacker.com. Okay, sample login in URL there is a login page. If I open this, you can see I got a login page over here, right? But if you could have searched like in the Google like certifiedhacker.com login page, you can see the result 94, but will you be able to get that login page directly? Okay, you have the other results as well over here, right? I mean, you can use this Google Docs to narrow down your result. Okay, and where do we find these all the Google Docs, and how do we write it and how do we learn it? Okay, we have a place called Google Hacking Database. Okay, you can visit this page called Google Hacking Database. So here in the Google Hacking Database, you can see the various types of Google Docs which are published over here by the security professionals and security authors. So if you apply a filter over here, okay, you will be able to see the category. And in this category, you can see we have the different categories of Google Docs, which will help us to find the sensitive details. If you want to find the vulnerable servers, here is a Google Docs to identify the vulnerable servers. Okay. If you wanted to see a file containing passwords, okay, you can click here. You can see the Google Docs over here to which will give you the file contain the passwords. So it's very simple to understand. Okay. When I say site, okay, pastebin.com. So pastebin is like kind of a bin. Okay, they will the people will paste some kind of a text into it. Okay, so in this site, sorry, in this paste bin, if there is any keyword which is matching with the password, it will give that. Okay, so let's go and try this. Okay, you can see you have so many results of password in the paste bin. Okay, if I open it, I'll be able to see that. Okay, it's here, it's password is mentioned. Okay, that's the reason it gave us. Okay, let's go to the other one. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, we got some code. So inside, somebody's pasted a code. Okay, so inside this code, let me search for password. Okay, there are so many places the password keyword is mentioned. Okay, 7 places. Let's go and see. Well, there is any kind of a password. See, password is password. I mean, we are not sure. Okay, but it's helping us to basically get that result. Okay, not only the paste bin. Maybe you can take this one. Okay, it's for uploads. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, it's a txt file. Let's go with this one. Okay, this is very simple. Uh, yep. Okay, so here is it in title. Okay, so this is a title. Okay, every website has a title like training and certification is a title, and essential is title. So every web server have a default page called index of. Okay, so they are just checking index of page of any server which is disclosing to the internet. Inside that, they are looking for password keyword. Okay, so if I copy and put it into the internet, I'll be able to see all the index of pages. Inside the index of pages, I'll be looking for password. No, yeah, so many files are there. Here also I can see so many files. Okay, you can see you have a direct access to some website. Okay, index page. Okay, and you have password keyword is mentioned over here. Okay, if you maybe find password, and if you open it, the HTML content. Okay, so here you have a password keyword. Okay, so this is not giving anything sensitive. It's just giving the results of uh, wherever the password is being mentioned. Okay, let's go and see the other ones. So you have configuration file, password.js, password.php, right? So likewise, you can just use this, uh, Google Docking techniques to minimize your results according to your, um, you know, search. And also you can visit this exploit-db.com to understand the various types of Google Docs too. Okay. So I'll just give you this Sans Google Docs cheat sheet. Okay. You can download it from the internet and keep it as your reference. Okay. So you can see in URL, value is contained somewhere in the URL. Okay. In the URL, if you mention FBI, it'll give you the results of FBI. In the URL, if you mention it as a login, it'll give you the login. Okay. You can use multiple combinations of Google Docs in a single way. Okay. Cite only search within this website given domain. Okay. Cite Microsoft. It will give you only results of Microsoft. File type. It will give you the exact results of that specific file type. Let's say I want to see the PDFs, documents, Excel, which has a password keyword. I can search for it. Okay. So I'm just putting it in the chat. Just go ahead and try this. Okay, just go ahead and try this. Okay. Any questions, or is it clear, or you want me to
Sai Kumar
explain?
here. See, I wanted to understand, like, if you are referring to SANS in the sense, what is it? Is it a specific person name? And then
No, it's a vendor. Okay.
when you are, huh?
Sans, right?
Uh,
It's a vendor.
it's a vendor. Okay.
Like, uh,
And does he have any product?
yeah, like they're also like an easy council. Okay, they sell all the advanced, uh, courses. So, uh, so they have published, this cheat sheet. Okay.
Mhm.
There are many people, EC Council also publish a cheat sheet, but this is something really easy to understand. So yeah, I took this.
Okay. And see, and this is for only a specific URL. You are referring to emails, or it is for anything? How do I infer from this sheet?
Anything,
What is inferred from this?
yeah. Um, I mean to say that how do we use it? this, or like,
Mm.
yeah,
From
you
this
can like
sheet,
see.
what do you what I see? For example, see penetration testing. See, today I was asked to give one of my internal site for a penetration testing. So they wanted to install some burp suit. Okay,
Mm,
so they will install that and say, I said they cannot do this directly because that is a secured site for us, and they cannot uh, uh, I mean, they cannot dig further on that. Then they said that no, it is a secure tool. They need to understand the intricacies of the server which is hosted by us. So, are you saying using this cheat sheet, I can investigate a particular URL, or
no.
using this, can I investigate the email account, or what is it used for?
Okay. It is only used to understand the Google Doc queries or filters.
So,
Okay.
can I have any example? Google Doc filters,
Yeah, see, my intention over here to gather a Microsoft subdomains. Okay.
Microsoft
With
subdomains. Okay.
subdomains with the help of the Google Docs.
So,
Okay.
subdomains using.
Google Docs. So
Mm,
what I'll do is, first of all, when you search Microsoft kind of a thing in the Google, okay, you will get so many results, or you will get less result.
okay.
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 So first of all, Microsoft is a domain, right? So what I'll do, I'll use a site operator. Okay. And I'll ask Google to give Microsoft domain result only. Okay. So it'll only give the Microsoft domain results. You can see so many results are there from the 64 to it went somewhere, in crores. So in this,
Okay.
okay, in this, I want all the subdomains. Okay, I want all the
Mm,
subdomains. So I'll just add
mm,
star, okay, dot
mm,
Microsoft.com. Okay. Then you can see I
mhm,
have my Ignite support,
mm,
careers, okay,
mm,
Power Automate, Microsoft Forms, Visual Studio,
mm,
right?
mm.
So in this subdomains again, now I want wherever the login pages are there, for an example, or wherever in the text, it is mentioned as a password. Okay, wherever it is mentioned in the text in this result, wherever it is mentioned as a password. Okay, you can see I have the results of this Microsoft subdomains wherever it is mentioned as a password. Let's say I want this password to be mentioned in a specific file. Okay, I'll just write file type, okay, to PDF. So in the Microsoft domains, it will give you the password result, which is in PDF. You can see I have all the PDFs with me.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so
So you
so
mean to
what I am
say
doing
that
is,
is
so
you
what
are
I am
adding
doing is,
or operator, in other words.
yes, okay. So
Yeah.
I am narrow downing my result, okay, with the help of the Google Docs to see the relevant result,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
So
Uh-huh.
likewise, the attackers and the security people are constructing their own Google Docs to see the sensitive information, or like open source available information. Like here you can see we have the Google Docs for different purposes, like to see the error messages, to file contain juicy information, or to file contain some network information. Okay, vulnerable files, kind of a thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
how do you read these words? See, because some use the pseudo characters for any specific type of search, right? So here, juicy means something like, I is he referring to a specific kind of a hidden information in that, or is it like, is he referring to? How do we understand from that, or it only comes by experience, or how is it? How do I
Yeah.
understand that?
So vendor to vendor, the keywords and the way they sell the products. Okay, by analyzing that, they will write it. Like for the servers, index of page is very common. Okay,
Indexing
if
is common, right? Okay.
indexing is common, you can say that's the reason they're every time they're writing index of. Inside the index of page, they are searching in text resources. So in the I mean, most people will keep some kind of a creepy information with the name of resources. Okay, so he's just guessing
Yeah.
it. So he's putting it as a resources.
Okay. To search the filter, so it is further like filters, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So all these are filters which can be used for any kind of a fetching the information. So
Yes.
to narrow down the results, right?
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Please continue.
So here we have the database. Okay. If in case if you wanted to see what all the new things are published. Okay. For what you can go and come and explore this so you will understand it. So next thing is okay. Even with the help of the Google Docs, I have shown you how to extract the subdomains, but that is manual work, right? Who will do copy paste every time? Like there are so many results also there, and we are only searching the information about the
Office call.
subdomains in only Google. Okay, but as a hacker, okay, we should not only depend on one specific source, okay, to get the result, right? We should also look for the other sources, okay, like other search engines too. So to automate this all the process, like when you give the target, it will perform the Google docking, like it will use the Google docking technique in all the search engines, and when it gives the results, it will only capture that specific subdomains, and then it will give you the unique results to you. Okay, instead of doing copy pasting and manual doing. So there is a automated, there is a script that we already somebody has developed it. Okay, so the script name, we can call it as a sublister. There is some disturbance, sir. Can you just mute yourself, sir? Yeah, it's okay. So, when you wanted to gather some subdomains, okay, we have a tool called Sublister, okay, which is purely gather the subdomains of a target using the OSINT technique, okay, that is the Sublister. So this tool is an open source tool. It's hosted and it's available in the GitHub, okay. So Sublister is a tool. You can see Google is thinking that when I'm writing this query, it's thinking that I'm a robot and extracting the details. Okay, so you can see this is a tool, okay, Sublister, and this is E. Okay, in hackers language they will use this three as E. So when I pinged, okay, when I open this, here we have the description about this tool. So Sublister is a Python tool designed to enumerate the subdomains of a website using the OSINT technique. It helps the penetration testers and bug bounty hunters collect and gather the subdomains of a domain they are targeting. And Sublister enumerates the subdomains using the many search engines such as the Google, Yahoo, Bing, Baidu, Ask, okay, and other search engines too. But there we just use Google, okay. But as I said, as an attacker, um, they will be looking at into the various data sources to extract the target details so that they'll not miss anything. Okay. So as this is a Python tool, to run this, we need Python. Okay. So, you know, I am gonna run this tool in the Kali Linux operating system, and this Kali Linux is already, uh, having the Python installed. Okay, like pre-installed. So you don't need to install it again and again. It just you need to go and get the tool inside the Kali and specify the target, okay, which you wanted to gather the subdomains and run it, okay. It'll give you the results to you, right? So let's do this practically. and let's see and understand how it's going to give the result. So when you do penetration testing, okay, when you do penetration testing, which is black box penetration testing, the client will not tell you or give you the targets to you. Okay, they will tell you xyz.com is my company and you have to perform the black box penetration testing. And you know, when you want to start your assessment, okay, first of all, you have to know how many servers, how many IP addresses they are uh, like they are having it, right? So in that case, we use the sublister to get their subdomains, okay, target subdomains. So let's go and have an experience of this tool. Okay, so I'm inside the Kali. Let me increase my font size and let me go and take the root access, guys. Okay, because most of the tools require the root access, um, to execute it. So I'm also taking the root access over here. Then I'm opening the browser inside this VM itself. Okay, and let me create a directory, guys, for us. Like I'm creating a directory called APC. Sorry, make directory of, okay, APC. Let me go to APC, right? It's an empty directory. Yep. So what we'll do is we'll go to the sublister. Okay, here is the sublister in the GitHub. So this tool, I am right now, I mean, here you can see that, okay, this is a tool, okay, Python tool. If you click on it, it will tell you, if somebody knows Python, you can also, see this, how they have written it and how it's basically extracting the details. Okay. So as a part of this course, we are not going and writing or modifying any scripts. Okay, we are just gonna use the available scripts. So what we are going to do is we are just gonna clone this page. Okay, I mean we are going to just download this tool into our Linux operating system. Even if you come down here, we have installation step. Okay, just go and copy this link, which is git clone, and the source that we are planning to you know copy. Then just come and paste here, right? Enter. So automatically it will be cloning the resource that we have requested, and when you give ls, you will be able to see the new directory called sublister, which means the tool is, I mean, uh, the entire repository is downloaded. Okay, now let's go inside that sublister directory, and here is the Python tool. You can see with the extension .py. To run it, as I said, we need the Python. So Python is already pre-installed, guys, in every uh, you know Linux. You can see I've just entered into the Python console when I give Python, right? So I'll just use Python 3 in this case. Okay, I'll just call Python 3 because we have Python 2.7 and Python 3. So both are installed. So I'm just calling Python 3 here. Then I am using this. Okay, and I am calling this script sublister.py with -h because we don't know how to use this tool, right? So every tool in the Kali Linux operating system will have -h, which is help. It will help you to understand the various options which are available to run the tool. Like H is for help, D is for target domain, -b is for performing the brute force to identify the subdomains with the help of the subroot tool. If you want to run it against a port, you can use P. if you want to see the verbose information, what it is doing, from where it is gathering in a real-time information, you can use -b, v, t for threads, how many parallel connection that it's need to be initiated to the internet when it's doing the brute force, how to gather the subdomains using which search engine, like you can also specify it. If you're not specifying it, it's gonna gather with the help of all the search engines. And if you want to save the output, you can use it. If you want to put it into some color, you can use this. And here is the example syntax. Okay, you can see Python sublister.py -d for domain, and here they have given google.com. Okay, here also you'll be able to see that. You can say Python sublister -d Yahoo. Okay, but if somebody is trying to run this tool in the Windows, make sure that you are satisfying this all the dependencies. So you know take it as your responsibility to make sure that you have all the dependencies and run it. Okay, and let's run this tool against. Okay, Python 3 sublister, instead of -h will give -d. Certified hacker.com. This is the demo website, guys, which is given by the EC Council. So I'm using this domain. Yeah. So certified hacker.com. And if you want to save the result, -o, just give subdomains.txt. Done. Okay. So you can see it started searching in various search engines. And one of the search engine called VirusTotal is blocking it. Okay, because it's gonna send so many requests to it. So of course, yeah, it's blocking it. No problem. We can go and check it out manually if it is blocking. Okay, we'll go to the VirusTotal. I mean, until we get the result, we'll go and explore the VirusTotal. So VirusTotal is majorly used um, by security analysts to identify any file or URL or IP address is associated with any kind of malicious activities, or involved in any kind of a malware propagation campaigns. Okay, it will also analyze the suspicious files if you upload it over here, right? Which means that they are identifying or justifying which is genuine and which is malicious, which means that they have everything right. So what we are going to do is we are going to search here. In the search, we are going to give the target website, which is certifiedhacker.com. It performs the scan on this URL or domain. It will tell you. Okay, you can see all the antivirus companies are saying that it's green, right? So I want subdomains. Okay, I'm going to relations. Inside the relations, you can see we have something called subdomains. Okay, so if I click more, it gives more subdomains. Yep, here is all the subdomains that are belongs to the certifiedhacker.com. You can give any other domain also. It gives you the subdomains too. Okay, and let's go and see the results. Yep, this is also completed. We found 37 subdomains. Okay, over here belongs to the target. Understand? Am I going fast?
So Sai Kumar here. So are you saying
Yep.
that if for any specific site, for any company, when they will host some subdomains, right? In the sense they are hosting, say for example, some vendor is trying to publish their site for external people, they will have only restricted access, but for internal various type of works, they will have some subdomains created, some other web pages created. So it will identify all those web pages. That is what you are trying to say from this.
Yeah. See, as an attacker,
Okay.
okay, my intention is
Mhm.
to penetrate or identify the vulnerabilities. So when I go directly search the vulnerabilities in the main domain, I may not able to find it because that is something which is mainly focused uh, in terms of improving the security. Okay, you may not able to penetrate it. Okay, because of you know the security what it is being implemented as it is a main domain. But due to their internal work, as you said, okay, they may have the subdomains created. Okay, and they also belongs to the same company. So there they may not have well secured infrastructure comparing to the one which is main domain, right? And it's very easy for us to identify the vulnerabilities over there.
Is it that easy? I still wonder sometimes. I mean, being a data center manager,
I'll
I
tell you.
try
I'll
to
tell you.
secure my
I'll tell you.
environment in such a way that,
No, no, no.
and
I know.
you are telling.
No, no. Let me tell you one thing. See, it's not so easy to get into it, but what I'm trying to conclude you is when I have the complete posture of an organization, what all the domains and subdomains they have it, one by one I'll check it. If in case if I find anything, I may you know try to enter through it. Okay, because if you're not doing it and if you're not going it, you don't know, right, what security post is there.
Yeah. So, are you saying, say, for example, some consider any XYZ company? Okay. So, when you are saying it, if you do not know, ideally, they will not give us a permission. So, only if there are any penetration testers authorized by the company, they will only be able to log in from there. But as an external person, how do you figure out and start the activity of identifying some things?
That's
Because
what.
see
Okay,
this, you are
I know
saying
that
directly you
you're
can.
getting confused over here. You're getting confused over here. Okay,
Yeah.
I am not entering into their domain or their system. Okay, I'm just gathering how many subdomains they have. Okay, then later I will investigate each and every subdomain, what it is running, what are the technologies they are using, is it have any kind of a security, is there any way to penetrate it, is it having any vulnerabilities. I do my own uh, you know vulnerability assessment on all the targets, okay, to see if there is any way that I could enter into it.
Okay, got it. So
Okay,
this is
so
so to identify first thing, this is one of the such command which helps you to identify the subdomains. Okay, this is one.
exactly.
Then secondly, what how do we understand next
Yeah, yeah.
from
Okay,
this?
be patient, okay? You will be not
Yeah,
learning
maybe I'm
everything.
a bit curious to understand the way the approach is being followed. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just curious of that.
Don't.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, yeah. It'll take some time. Okay, at least to it'll take some time. Okay, I'm not sure how much time it is, but once you learn this course, and everything will help you to, you can easily sync up with your environment. Okay, that's what I can say. Okay, every concept and tool which you're learning over here will definitely help you in terms of, okay, increasing the security posture or working in any security role. Okay, so okay,
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
hope uh, any other questions from anyone, guys, apart of Kumar?
Sir, how to run the Sublister file? I'm trying to in my Kali Linux, but it's failed. It says Python 3 can't open the file.
Mm-hmm. So Can we quickly do one thing? I'll give you the presenter rights to you. Give remote control and make presenter. Okay, I'm giving the presenter rights to you. Share your screen. Share your screen.
No, sir. Actually, I am in the iPad. Wait, I am logging from the my laptop again. In the 1 second. Just wait.
Okay, so in this case, you have to give me back my presenter rights. Otherwise, I may not able to share anything.
Yeah. Okay. Save.
Go to my name and you will find three dots. Okay, click there and make presenter.
Okay. Okay. My presenter.
Yep, got it. Thanks. Um, that we'll see it. Okay, how to do it. So
I am going to log out from the iPad. Okay.
yeah, you log in from the your system.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have all the subdomains of the target. Okay, like you have this is the main domain, and you have auto config, auto discover, blog, cpanel, okay, calendar, cp contacts, events. Like you have, I mean, these subdomains are used for different purposes. We don't know what purpose you know they, they use it, right? So if I take one domain, okay, let me take first domain, okay. So once you have the details, okay, how do we identify the IP address, right? I have the subdomains, okay. I need to identify the IP address. So what we do, we simply ping, right? We'll ping the certifiedhacker.com and we can able to see the results over here. So this is the IP address of the server. And also I can see that where it is hosted. Okay, it's hosted in bluehost.com. Okay, it's a hosting company where they have hosted this certifiedhacker.com website. Okay, I know the IP address, that's fine. How do I able to check what all the technologies are running on this target? Okay, I mean to say it's a website. So there must be some front-end language, back-end language, and database. And this is used for some kind of a specific purpose. Okay, and according to their required functionalities, they may use the other technologies too. So how do I able to check what technologies are running in this target? So we have a tool called what web. Okay, so you can just give what web, then www.certifiedhacker.com. It'll throw you the possible technologies. Okay, I mean because there is no specific tool that can give you the complete details about the target. Okay, so we have to look it into the various tools to see what tool is giving what information. Okay, so we are using what web over here. It says that with the it says the country where it is hosted, and yeah, interestingly, I got the server details. I think I'm not connected my charger. Just wait, guys. It's oh, okay, cool. So here I can see that it's running Nginx. Okay, the server which is running is Nginx, and I know the version of the Nginx which they are running. And IP address, yeah, it's same, right? and they are running jQuery. This is a library which is used for front end. Okay, and we have the other some of the headers. Um, Here it says interestingly password field. I'm not sure what it is. We need to check. And scripts. Okay, they are using JavaScript, which is used for front end. And this is a title, and we have the other headers and Nginx server. Okay, cool. So what we got here, we got to know that they are using JavaScript as the front end and jQuery library 1.4 and Nginx server, which has this version 1.19.10. Okay, we got these details over here. Let's go and check it out. The same thing in the other website. Okay, which help us to um, check the technology details. That is searchdnsnetcraft.com. Search DNSNetcraft.com. Okay, so Netcraft is a search engine for identifying the phishing or to investigate the phishing kind of things. They also have the extension also, and they also have the technology lookup um, functionality. Okay, that's what I can say. They'll tell you which site contain what. So here let me add certifiedhacker.com, which is my target search, and here you can see uh, you know it's running from the December 2002 it seems. Okay, the website is running and up from the 2002 December, and interestingly they are using Linux operating system that they are using. Okay, you can see here it didn't give the operating system details anywhere, but here we got the operating system details. Then click on site report. It'll give you more details about the site, including the ranking, where it is hosted, address kind of a thing, and net block details. Okay, here is the net block details that and location where it is exactly, and hosting history. Okay, this is important. And here it says web server is Apache, and it seems to be the latest result. But there it says Nginx is being used, but I thought it was a server. But here also it shows Apache is a server. So this is a problem with the passive information gathering. So two different tools are giving the two different results. How do you come to know which one is a true when you do active information gathering, or when you directly go and ping them and you know ask them, then only you'll come to know, right? So passive information gathering is not always true. Okay, sometimes it may have false information also. Okay, let's see later how to see what things. Okay, and also we have their older IP address. We need to check if in case if they are also using the same IP address now also. Okay, or is it been used or not, or properly maintaining or not. Okay, it if in case if it has been used but not properly maintained in terms of upgrading stuff, yep, we can penetrate it if there is any critical vulnerabilities. And also giving the information about the SPF records, DMARC records, which is mainly used for email, authentication purpose. And yeah, that's all. Okay. Or else you can also use an extension called Vapalizer. So this is an extension which is technology lookup extension. You can just open the target website Okay, and click on this vaporizer. It will tell you what technologies are running in this website. You can see Nginx 1.19.10, and it seems that there is a reverse proxy, which is Nginx. Okay, they might be using an Apache server, and jQuery and Kafun. If you want to know what is Kafun, you can also click on it. It will tell you what is this Kafun and why it's being used. Okay, and how many websites are using this also. Okay, Kafun is a tool used for over overlap real text with an image. Okay, so you can use this tool to
But I think even the vaporizer also should be installed, right, Sai?
yeah, that is an extension that you need to add into the Chrome.
Okay, in the Chrome we have to add as an extension, right?
Yep.
Mm. Mhm.
Okay, so guys, am I taking your extra time? Anyone
No,
have
no.
any
Yes, sir, no
plans?
problem. Actually, we are already
Yeah,
late
Yes, sir.
in
yeah,
lecture.
exactly. So I'll join tomorrow. The same time today I had some urgent meeting, so I could not able to make it on time. Um, but yeah, we'll connect tomorrow. Uh, you know, 8 o'clock. Okay. Even I have
Okay,
after this. Even I didn't logged off. Okay, from the office directly. I have joined here. So we'll continue the rest of the part tomorrow, guys.
okay, sir.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I'll take up your questions. Um, and also Sandhya, if you're okay, I mean, if you're ready with your setup, we can also go and review it. What is the issue of not getting installed the Kali?
Okay,
Okay.
okay, sir.
So you have logged in from your laptop, right? Can we
Yes,
quickly
yes, sir.
see
Yes.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm making a presenter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Share your screen and let's see what error it is. See, Python spelling is wrong. First of all, Linux operating system is a case sensitive. Um, I mean, the terminal is case sensitive. Okay. So if you give spelling mistake, PY, TH1, yep, it works now. Use tab 2 times.
Two times.
Tab, come back.
Okay. After
My voice is
Python.
reflecting. No problem. Now, anyway, you have written it, right?
Okay. Then slash d domain
Yeah.
and
Yep.
certified hacker.com. Is it okay?
Yep.
Okay, okay. It's working. Thank you.
Yep. Sandhya, can we also look it into your system? Are you there, Sandhya?
Sorry, sir. I'm not ready.
Okay, no problem. You can just go and Google it. If you didn't, find the solution, yeah, you can get back to me tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, let's connect tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.